Hey everyone, and welcome back to another reaction live stream where I, Rakuto, react to your animations on my Discord channel. So, welcome. Okay, there are the first people in the chat, that's wonderful. I'm happy to see you in the stream. Okay, so, at first I will give you the link to the Discord server in the chat. And there you go. There's the link. Okay, can you hear me? Been too hot to draw here in England. I heard that Germany was going through it in terms of weather. Yes, definitely. It's very hot here also in Germany. I'm sweating. Yeah, maybe we don't make the stream too long. Because it's also very hot in my chair on my PC. Yeah, well, let's see. Okay, first of all, okay, I can, yeah, wonderful, nice, okay, that sounds good, you can hear me, that's perfect. First of all, I want to show you, for everyone who didn't notice, I now have a reaction channel. This channel is for all the streams I will upload. Every stream, especially the reaction streams on this channel, because I want want a space just for the streams, and that's why I made a reaction channel. I can show it to you in a second so that everyone of you can yeah, subscribe to this channel if you want to see your animations again, or you want to see the reaction again. This is the channel for all the reaction streams. Currently there's only one video. It's from last week. Yeah, and thank you very much for all your kind support on this first video, and to everyone who already subscribed. Yeah, thank you very much. And now I think we can start with the reaction on your animations. Okay, I also need to open the chat for me so that I can answer all your questions and read all your yeah, read your stuff in the chat. Is it possible for you to react to channels outside Discord? Yes, I can do that. So if you don't have Discord, it's okay. I can also react to your videos on YouTube. And also, I'm only reacting to one, maximum 2 animations from one person. Yeah, because I want to react to as many different people as possible. Yeah, also like in this live right now. So this goes to normal animations 1, 2, 3. You can just tell me which animation you want me to react to, and then I can look at your channel. Yes, I can do it in this live stream. Okay, for now I will react to the videos here on the Discord channel, and after that I can react to your animations. Okay, so we start with Aiden. Yeah, sometimes I have to mute the sound. This is his animation by Black Masked Animation. Okay. Looking good so far, I think. I really like this walk animation. It looks very interesting. I really like how it was drawing the feet. Looks pretty dynamic. I really like the walk animation here. That's pretty cool. Really like that they're always on a different yeah, you use different kinds of shots. You use different cinematic shots for your stick figures. That's pretty cool. Also a little bit of 3D. That's also very nice. Yeah, a short animation, but so far very cool. Yeah, I think my favorite part is definitely the walk animation here at the start. Pretty nice. Okay, very cool. Hey, I think we can move on to light. Here I finish the animation, okay. And I made a Yuji animation. Okay, so let's look at the first animation made by Light. Ah, I think I saw this one in the last live stream. Yeah, it was the Shanks animation, and now he finished it. Oh, very nice with a reaction. Yeah, pretty cool. I really like the close-ups on the face. That's very cool, especially when the eyes are opening. It's very there's a lot of movement because it looks like the eyes are opening, then he blinks. See it in this frame, and then he opens his eyes again. Then all the haki is um yeah, he releases all his haki. I really like the reaction here on the face. It's really clean. I really like that it's um slow animation. Pretty simple, but yeah, in a very good way. It's pretty cool. Very nice. Also pretty good use of camera shake right here, especially when he steps in. That's very good. Okay, pretty cool animation. Really nice to see that you finished the animation. Pretty cool that we saw the first version in the last live stream and now we have the final version. That's very cool. And you also made a second animation. Ah, okay. Sometimes I have a little bit of a problem with when the stick figures are just right here on the ground and they don't and they are not in the middle of the scene. But it's okay. But what I really appreciate are movements of the stick figure. Looks very smooth and very impactful. So it's pretty nice that you can clearly see the keyframes. So like this is the keyframe, and every single hit is slowed down, but this gives a lot of impact. And then it winds up for the next one with a lot of in-betweens, and then it goes very fast to another egg. That looks pretty clean. Also with the I really appreciated that the lighting, so it's getting a little bit darker. Looks a little bit like impact frame, but it's also like he wants to highlight the the light on the black flash looks very clean. Yeah, I really like the movement of the stick figure. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And you can clearly see, this is especially for all the beginners who don't really know how to show impact. You can see there are a lot of frames before the attack because he winds up. Then it goes pretty fast and it instantly slows down after the attack. Then he has to wind up again. A lot of frames, as you can see right here, and then the frames between the buildup of the power or when he throws back his arm for a punch and then to the actual punch, you can see there's a huge difference, but this makes the movement pretty fast and gives the animation more impact. So that's very nice. Thank you very much for sharing this animation. I think now, because he was very early in the chat, I really want to see the animation of normal animation 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I will look at YouTube. So I'm going to his channel. So normal animations. I'm on your channel right now. You can't see it in the live stream at the moment, but I'm on your channel. So just tell me which animation you want me to react to. And you also ask, can you give a date for the next live? Because I don't want to miss it. My live streams are always once a week, and it's always on Tuesday, and I always start at 5 p.m. Central European time. Who you're talking to in chat, I'm talking exactly to you. To normal animations. This is your name. Yeah, otherwise I can just look at a random animation of you of normal animations. Okay. There you are. Okay, and I can send the link to the Discord again because I think there are some you who want to join. Okay. So right now he's not asking, he's not answering. Oh, maybe he is answering. Okay, I don't care. I'm just react to, I think the newest animation. Why not? It goes like 1 minute. See? There we go. Okay. It's like I really like the character design right here. Really like that it's like a full story. It's pretty cool. You were drawing all the backgrounds, all the characters. You even animate the characters. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, and I also think the is clean. So also the storytelling, that was nice. I really like the spin. Ah, it's nice. Some slowed down movement. That was pretty. With the impact frame, very fast and slow motion, and then it goes fast again. Was very well executed, I think. Oh, now he's in the hospital. Okay. Very cool. Oh, and I really like that you can see. Um, oh no, clicked on a different video. Um, you can see um by the flames. So like the flame is his hair, and you can see by the shape that he's like a little bit angry because when we saw the character before, the flame is more in a friendly shape. I really like this detail. That's pretty cool. So that was a really nice animation though. I'm definitely giving you a like. I really like that it's really like the storytelling. The animation looked clean. I really appreciate your different that you were drawing like every single background and stuff like that. Very nice. So yeah, that was cool. Okay, so I think now we can go back to Discord. Yeah, let's go. There we are. Hey, let's move on to Tony. Still a work in progress. Okay, yeah, but I definitely can see the um hand-to-hand combat. Really like the combos. I really like the movement. Looks pretty clean. Also with the little detail of this gray small shapes on every hit. I really like that. Gives a little bit more um, detail to every single punch or kick. Yeah, looks clean. Really like this movement right here. That's very nice. I also really like that he's like moving down and the other one goes behind him to dodge the attack. That's very cool. I always love when two people are fighting, like in a hand-to-hand fight, and they switch the sides. So red was starting from the right side and black was starting from the left side. And the end, they stand the opposite way. I really like that. That's cool. Okay. So what else do we have? We have an animation made by Prince. I'm also creating a YouTube stickman series called Realm Combat about a yellow stickman called Kage. I haven't started, but the story is good so far. Okay, sounds interesting. So let's check out your animation. Oh my god, okay. Let's check out the first animation here. That was real nice. Yeah, I really like that the hand goes like very huge into the foreground of the scene. Really cool impact frame. Oh, I really like this impact frame right here. Could be a little bit more of a change because it's like the same impact. One is white on black and the other one is just black on white, but the drawing is the same. I really like when also the drawing is changing a little bit, but it's still working. Definitely. Really like the animation right here. I really like that this energy ball explodes, but the animation goes very fast, then it slows down. So you were definitely animating right here on twos. That looks pretty clean. And also we see this in a different view, and it also slows down and goes very fast on this cube. I really like this animation right here. That looks pretty clean. I really appreciate are these dust animations when the stone falls apart and you can see that dust is coming out of the stone because it gets destroyed. I really like this detail right here. It definitely adds more realism to the animation. Looks pretty clean. Also, what's very nice that you show this from two different angles. Pretty nice. Oh my god, and the smoke animation on the finger at the end. Pretty clean animation. You can see, I mean, the drawing for this figure isn't that clean, but when you uh, when you can animate your character pretty well, no one really cares how, yeah, it's a good your character looks, because animation is, it's not everything about detail. It's more about the movement and timing and spacing, and you can really see that in this animation. Very well done. That was pretty good. One day Recruiter has to make an award for who the best animator for 2027. Yeah, maybe I do that. Maybe I already do that for 2026. Maybe I make live stream where you have to send me just one animation, and it has to be the best animation you made. And maybe we are making a award show in the stream. It would be pretty nice, I think. Okay. You already had an animation by Proven? No. Okay. So let's move on to Proven. Some of my shorts. Okay. Show me. Okay. I mean, the animation itself is simple because it's just image of the stick figure with the gun. But the way it moves just by shaking it, I mean, it has its own style. I really like that the bullet just goes through the head. Yeah, and I really like it because it's very simple animated. So in terms of animation, it's not that uh, yeah, it's not that insane, but it works because of the style. It's more of a funny animation. And yeah, I think the way it's animated, because it's very simple animated, it works because it's more of a funny animation. Really like that. So let's see.
Huh?
Let's look at the second animation here. It's cool. Really like the character animation here. And you can definitely see here's more there's more of animation right here. I really like the jump when he is very happy about the first subscriber. That's so cool. I also really like this detail that we can see he's taking a photo of himself and then we see the perspective on his phone. That's very cool. So the perspectives on this short is very nice. Oh no. I really like the detail that he's so sad and even his head is falling at the end. Okay, that's cool. That's a great detail. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I really like the animation on the characters and especially the different perspectives you're using right here. It's very cool and also very good storytelling. They're not even talking, but you can understand everything here in this short animation. So it's definitely pretty good. And that's what you want to achieve. It's your animation doesn't need always the perfect and cleanest and smoothest animations. It's also a thing on how you tell your story to your viewer, and especially your viewers have to understand what you want to tell them. And I think these are animations. I mean, the animations are clean. It's not the most insane Mappa JJK Naruto fight animations I've ever seen, but the storytelling here with these animations is pretty good. And that's also very important for your animations. Okay. Also, some of you asking for the Discord in the chat. I can send the link again, of course. There you go. Okay, and now let's move on to the next animation made by David. Very cool clothing animation. Oh, that was nice. I really like the. Okay, I have to see that again because I really like this dynamic animation with the camera and then with the background move. That's so cool. You know, you have to create a moment in your animation that's unique, and I think this shot is very unique. It's extreme. It looks interesting, and it's creating this kind of wow, okay, what is happening moment. That is pretty cool. I really like that his whole body covered in flames. Looks very nice with the lighting. I like the spin right here. Very cool animation. Really like the flames. Flames look pretty good. Nice explosion with a double impact. So we have the explosion, then shockwave, and then there comes a second shockwave from that explosion. See that? Very cool. That was a very nice animation. Yeah, let's watch it one more time because I really liked this first moment, and yeah, everything looks clean right here. I really like that. maybe there could be after this very unique moment. I think that's a little bit an extreme cut. Maybe you could draw like an in between so that it's more fluid from this to this, but it's not that deep. I think it still looks very cool. Really, I also like the extreme poses, especially of this fire stick there. Yeah, pretty cool. Very nice animation. A lot of details here in this animation. I really appreciate that too. Okay, what else do we have? We have now an animation made by Hash. Again, we have a black and a red stick figure. Okay, I looked at the first punch and I already can tell this. Let's move. Yeah, that's nice. That's a very cool combo. Really like the Sanji fighting style when he only fights with his legs. That's so cool. And I also appreciate this shockwave um, to show the impact of the kick. I don't know, I don't see this often. It gives me a more retro vibe for animation. I really like it. I really like this kind of shockwave for to show the impact on the character. That's very cool. It looks very clean. I really like this combo. It's very nice. Watch it one more time. What I also really appreciate is the dodge on the first attack. It was very clean made, and especially for beginners, it's a very clean punch because you have a lot of frames for the build up of that punch. Then you made a double frame. You can see the characters, only the heads are moving. You can see the position is exactly the same, but that's definitely totally fine because we need more frames for the build-up of that punch. So you can definitely double this frame, and then very fast you can see a quick difference from this frame to the punch with some speed lines. Show the speed. Then you can see he moves his arm back. And that's also very important that you show this back movement after the punch. Yeah, pretty clean. Very nice animation. Okay, now it looks like we have a full body animation here made by 48 Summer. A rough head turn. Very nice. Yeah, looks clean. Full body. Head turnings animations are very hard because you need to draw every single detail on the face and also on the back of the head, especially the hair, because it's also moving in a 3D way. And you have to draw every single frame. Maybe we can see it. Yeah, you have to draw the head from a lot of different perspectives. So when you want to animate something like this, you really need to look at a lot of references, how to draw characters, how to draw a head, how to draw faces, real life, to do that perfectly. And I think the turn looks pretty clean. Also, the speed of the turn looks nice. It could be a little bit slower at the start and speeds a little bit more up in the middle and then slows down again because more natural movement starts a little bit slower, speeds up and then slows down again. But still, movement is clean. And I really appreciate the smile at the end. That's very nice. Pretty cool. Really like to see not only stickman animations, also full body animations. Because I think some of you also know that I also do full body animations and not only stickman. It's really nice to see. Okay, now we have Snapple with some character animations, with some idle character animations. It looks pretty cool, but I really like this pixel style. Also, the character designs are very cool. I also wanted to do something like that. Yeah, they look very cool. I really like that. I also wanted, I always wanted to animate or try to animate in that pixel style. But you can clearly see the movement of the clothes, of the head. It's very nice. It's pretty clean. I like that. Yeah, that's very cool. So cool that this community has so many different styles. It really inspires me to do more. Hey Rokoto, are you gonna go back to Q&A live streams? Yeah, we can do a Q&A live stream again. Maybe we do it next live stream because now I made a lot of reaction live streams. And maybe we can do a Q&A live stream again. Yeah, maybe we do that next week. Why not? But today there's only reaction. Okay, so now let's move on after this pixel animation. I have an animation made by Tin Star. This is my second laser beam animation ever. Okay, laser beam animation. Looks clean. Especially as we know it from this guy, the movement of the character looks very clean. Also really like that the eyes are stretched when he moves faster. But when he moves up with his body, so he's doing a faster movement than his drawing, eyes more stretched. That's very clean. I really like this laser animation because it's more 3D. Not just the laser goes just straight into one side. It's more of a 3D laser animation. Really like this animation. It's really clean. Yeah, that's cool. Also with you can see that when the laser ends, he's still animating a little bit of the laser, so it's fading out. You can see the small particles getting smaller. That's also very nice detail. Gives your animation also a little bit more realism. That's cool. Also giving you a fire. Because the laser very hot. Like the weather still sweating. Rakudo, do you have a plan to collab with big YouTuber animators? Um, I'm definitely open for that. But I also never really ask someone to do a collab with me. Especially no bigger animators. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe maybe I was too shy to ask for a collab to bigger animators. It would be cool, but at the moment I don't really know uh with with who. So who do you want me to collab with? That's also the question. Okay. Light also sent an animation. Okay, we maybe I keep that for later because I already saw an animation by Light. Because I said at the beginning I try to react only to 1 or 2 animations from the same person. So maybe we can look at this later. But of course, you can always look at every single animation here on the Discord server for yourself if you're interested. But at first, I want to look at some different people. We have now an animation by Artie. So let's see. Oh, okay. It's more of a pixel stickman style. Wait, I think I missed an. Look at the impact frame with the skull. That's cool. That looks very cool. I really like that the light is like coming out of the eyes and the mouth. Very nice. Movement and the speed right here also looks pretty insane. Okay, there's a lot going on, but I really like the different angles, the very dynamic camera movement, and they don't stop. They're consistently fighting. That was a very nice animation. Very cool style. I like this pixel style. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, I also really like this punch. Right here, because you can really see how he moves his arm back. Really like this movement of his arms, and then uh, he's like very close to the camera. Then he moves his arm back. He goes a little bit further away from the camera. His other arm goes to the front, so he's winding up for the punch even more. Then he goes very close to the camera, and then there, with some um, speed lines, and there comes the punch. Really clean. I also really like uh, these blurred images because they give. If you don't blur it too much, it really gives your animation a little bit more speed. Can you catch a frame with the blurred image? Yeah, right here. Especially right after the punch, just some blurry lines. Definitely gives a lot of speed. Very cool. Unique style. Very dynamic and consistently fighting. There's no break to breathe in. It's animation that's pretty intense fighting animation. That's very cool. My animation is actually finished, but I can't upload it. Artie, your animation is finished, but you can't upload it. Why do you can't upload it? That's very sad, because I think this is an animation that could um, generate a lot of attention. I really like this animation. So I hope you find a way to upload this animation, maybe to YouTube, maybe to TikTok. Because that's very unique animation. It's pretty cool, looks very good. And I think a lot of people share the same feeling for this animation I have. Rakuda, if you're shy to collab with Big users, why not ask fans with a collab? Yeah, I'm getting asked a lot for collabs with fans, and I really want to do that. So I really, really, really want to do a collab with you. The reason why I don't do that at the moment is because I have a lot of projects I want to finish. I also have an animation on my own I'm doing right now. So yeah, right now I also don't really have the time for a collab. But when I finish one of my projects I'm currently working on, I definitely want to do a collab with you. Okay, now let's move on. We have Aiden Summer Day 2. Like mask animation. Let's see what you got. Sound? Nah, but that's okay. Oh, is it a one versus many? Very cool. Smoke animation here on the fist. Looks very cool. I really like the ground impact. That looks very, very nice. Okay, he's playing like bowling with them. Oh, did they form themselves to hit a huge monster? Really like the eye animation right here. That was cool. And a pretty detailed animation, especially because it's 2 minutes long. Okay, that's a lot. It's cool. A very good punch barrage. Very clean. Oh, what happened? Oh, there's another stick figure. Yeah, kind of reminds me of my stick figure with a sword, because he also fought. He was also fighting a giant. Oh, that was nice. Hey, that was good. That was very, very good. I really like, especially again, I like the storytelling in this animation. Very cool. A lot of different scenes. I really like that. Was very funny with the bowling part right here. And it's pretty cool with this huge monster. Lean animations again. Very, very cool. Okay. So we almost finished 1 hour of the stream. How many videos do we have? Okay, we have a lot. I'm very slow again. Sometimes I'm talking too much about. Nah, I don't think I talk too much about the animations. Sometimes I talk a little bit too much outside of the animations. But yeah, I also want to appreciate your animations as much as I can in this short time. Okay, I didn't say from who made this animation. It's made by Al or Kamari. Okay, let's watch it again. Oh. Oh, is he like a gun ability? Can he? That looks very interesting to me. Especially like he's holding the gun. Maybe his ability is that his body can transform into weapons. That looks pretty cool. Okay, that's interesting. Really like this animation because that's unique. Okay, very cool. I can't really say too much about it, but I definitely liked it. Okay, so let's move on. TX Emo X. Is this good? Okay, let's see. Sorry, I have to mute the sound. Oh, okay, okay. I really like the mirror on the sword so that you can see it's very shiny. How do you say that? Yeah, it looks like a mirror on the sword. It's very cool. I really appreciate that you work with a lot of background movement. That's very cool. Even when he stands up, the background is also moving. That's very cool. Very nice animation right here. You can see, we can already tell the black stick figure is going for a hit. And because of this blinking animation with the speed lines at the start, you can notice that he's extremely fast. Very cool. Okay, it's going all out now. Okay, that was very cool. I really like this. I think at this part, this was definitely my favorite part of the animation. It was very dynamic. I really appreciate the work with the background here. It was very cool. And I also really like that when he gets punched, when he gets thrown away, I really like that his body is spinning of the red stick figure. You see that? It's a little bit spinning around. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, very good animation. I think at the end it's a little bit fast because sometimes I can't tell. Also really appreciate this part with the chains. That looks pretty nice. But right here in this part, it's very fast. Sometimes I can't really tell what's going on. Maybe slow some parts a little bit down. Yeah, but overall, very good animation. Definitely my favorite part was right here. The camera movement. That looks pretty clean. Yeah, I can definitely send you the link to the channel again. There you go. And let's move on with another animation. Wait. Oh, that is very unique. Okay, I never saw an animation with plushies, Mario plushies, on animated on 2D background with some 2D details. I think the animation actually looks pretty well. Also pretty cool that sometimes his hand gets more 2D, especially when he's pointing. Hey, yo, I don't know what to say. That's interesting. I'm a little bit afraid of the sound. Yeah, nah. I don't think that's good for my copyright. But yeah, it's cool. It's also very dynamic. You can see the camera is constantly changing, but can tell what's going on. It's cool. I also like that on some parts. I mean, this is a drawing, and then it changed into this dude again. This um real life figure again. That's also pretty cool. I actually really like this part with the star thrown to the ground and he steps on it. That's also very nice. Also, when you can see the facial expressions. Look at this. There's so many different facial expressions. It's so nice. It's cool. I really appreciate the different uh kinds of scenes and how you made the shots and stuff. That's cool. I never I've never seen something like this before. That's very unique. That's really cool. Okay. Yeah, something unique. I really appreciate that. Let's move on with Brian. This is mine. I spent a few days on it. Okay. Brian's Spirit. One Punch Man intro reanimated. Stick notes. Bro, show me. Oh, you made the One Punch Man animation stick notes. I see. Yeah. Wait. What was here in the text? And what here? Okay. That's cool. That is very cool to see the intro in the stick note style. I love One Punch Man. Yeah, so I really like the first season of One Punch Man. I really like this intro. It's very cool. Really love this animation. And you can even see this in the stick notes animation. Looked very clean. Yeah, so cool. Okay. Nice. I love this. I also like the original intro. It's so cool. Yeah, that was cool. That was very nice that you reanimated this intro. Also looked pretty clean. What was very cool to look at the intro of One Punch Man in the style of stick notes. That's nice. Hi Rikudo, can you do a tutorial of walking but from front view? I will definitely put this into my tutorial list, and yeah, maybe I do that. Maybe I can do a short tutorial on this. Okay, I really want to move on. Um, so now we have an animation made by me, not me, but this guy. Name is me. What do you think of on this one? I know this. I know this. This was animation I definitely saw in the stream. But I think you animated it further. That's cool. Flying animation also was very nice. I really like that he's coming closer to the camera, then feels a little bit more weight from the camera. Really cool. Fire also looks very nice. Yeah, I really like the fire animation here. You can already see that at the start. I really like that burns his own element, that it gets turned into ash. It's very cool. Yeah, very good animation, I think. Really like also the more detailed shots. That was also very funny. Yeah, I like it. Also like this when he hits on the ground. So there's a lot going on. He hits it, rolls, then tries to stand up again. Then there's this um, this dust cloud because he's trying to stand on the ground. I really like also this when we have this different shot when he creates the fire, and then we turn back to this shot to show the execution of the flame throwing. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, very nice animation. Definitely my favorite parts are the fire animations. Okay, TX Emo X X. Yeah, we can definitely watch one more animation of you. Oh, it's a Minecraft animation. That's cool. Oh no. Oh no. No. Don't do it. That was cool. That was cool. It's very clean. Really like the water bucket emoji and how he was breaking the block. It's also very clean. The chests, yeah, I really like how he's opening the chest. Very cool. And I really like the detail that you can see that he's turning red because he got hurt by the fall damage. That was very cool. The little animation on the pressure plate. Cool. Such a cool animation. Okay, that was nice. Really like that you all are also doing these funny animations with storytelling. I can definitely see that you're very good at telling a story. Proven. Okay, we can definitely watch one more of your animations. Again, very cool storytelling animation. Oh my god. Wish the hammer didn't hit the screen. Okay, that's cool. It does the... Oh, it has sound effects. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I didn't notice the Minecraft animation has sound effects. Okay, let's watch it one more time with sound effects. Nice. That was cool. That was very cool. Does this one also have sound effects? Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't watch it with sound effects. I really like the streaming part right here. Sometimes I can definitely relate with that. Also like, oh my god, okay, I upload a completely edited tutorial or an animation. I worked for 3 months on the animation. They say, okay, I uploaded. Maybe it has 1 million views next day, but then, yeah, then the next day comes. I can relate with. Okay, that was a cool sound. I definitely didn't want to miss that. Marky Official Studio, welcome back to the stream. Can I react to your animation on your YouTube channel? Yes, I can. Let me go to your channel and let's watch one of your animations. Really appreciate that you are on the channel, on the stream again. So what's the new animation I uh need to see? So this is the teaser. This is the drawing. This is the compilation. It's yes, I'm on Windows. Oh wait, it's called Robloxia Adventures Renewed Trailer. Okay, yes. WAP music and there you go. Oh, wait. That was a cool shot. Oh, nice with the camera movement. That's cool. I'm restarting my series because there's no lore behind it. It will be better this time. That's cool. So you give your series some lore. I can definitely see that. I really appreciate that you have like more background. This one, that's very cool. Definitely see the movement of the stick figures of the characters looks nice. That shot reminds me of Jujutsu Kaisen. Is this a Jujutsu Kaisen reference? I don't know, maybe. Maybe this is a Jujutsu Kaisen reference of the latest episode. That's very cool. Really appreciate this cinematic shot. Also this one. That's very cool. Yeah, I'm hyped. Looks clean. Pretty cool. Okay, so you should definitely check out Marky Fisher Studio. He's now working on a lore for his Roblox animations. That's nice. Hey, now we can move back to Discord. Um, we now need to look at Moneyham. Made a different animation. I forgot about physics when I started animating. Oh, okay. Yo, but it's cool. I like the movement of the stick figure. Okay, I don't care about the physics. Maybe the stick figure has no gravity. But the movement of the stick figure looks so clean, especially here. I really like the camera following the stick figure. I love that he's moving um on the wing of this jet. That's so cool. And then with the grappling hook, really like he's falling and he's very far away from the camera, and then he shoots the grappling hook, goes very close to the camera, then the camera follows the grappling hook. You can also see that it turns a little bit. See that? I really like that you animated a 3D turn on that grappling hook. That's so nice. Also that this line is drawn in an arc. Pretty cool. That was a nice animation. Yeah, I don't care about physics. That was definitely worth of an animation. So cool. So cool. Okay. Oh my god, there's so many more animations. I don't know if we can actually um, react to every animation because today I can only do the stream for 1.5 hours, so we only have 50 minutes. Okay, let's watch as much as we can. An animation made by King of the Void, work in progress, my friend. Hey, I like the colors. I really like the animation. The drill, the spin right here, that looks so nice. Definitely appreciate all the details on this animation right here. Yeah, that looks nice. Love these colors. Look at this frame. That's cool. Really like how it's building up uh, time to time. I really like that this black thing is getting a little bit bigger, and then these things are moving around this line in the middle. And then after these lines are moving around them, the energy, this purple stuff uh, spinning around. That looks so cool. That looks very nice. Okay, I don't know what you are animating, but so far it looks peak. Hey, motion. Not long enough, it's starting, so longer version will be available on the next reaction video. Hope you like it. Okay, that's fine. So we can have a little sneak peek. So far, I can tell camera movement, detailed background. Looks nice. Hey, I really like the camera movement right here. Yeah, so far I can't tell too much because it's a short animation, which is no problem. I really like this stone animation. The movement of the gray stick figure here looks very smooth. Yeah, that's nice. It's smooth. Yeah, and I know I said it a lot of times, but I really appreciate the camera movement background here. It's cool. Okay, looks very promising. I am definitely excited for the full version on the next reaction stream. So I hope to see you in the next stream. Now we are on an animation made by Nexus Animations. What do you think about my animation? I'm improving. Okay. Uploading a random animation until I get better. Maybe I have to mute that. Just maybe. Okay, nice. Okay, it's just this animation. Yeah, absolutely no problem. Really like the background again. I think the animation for the backflip looks pretty clean. Looks a little bit like they are in space. Like the gravity is a little bit lower right there. So maybe the backspin can be a little bit faster. So maybe he flies into the scene a little bit faster, and then also the backflip has like one or two less in betweens. I really appreciate the animation when he hits the ground, that he first hits the ground, his body moves a little bit down because of the impact when he hits the ground and then he stands up. So animation-wise, it's pretty nice. Maybe a little bit faster for the backflip. But when you want to show that the gravity is maybe a little bit lower right there, it also looks good. Yeah, but this one looks pretty good. The impact frame right there, very cool. It's very flickery. I really like that. Also the Kamehameha laser beam is pretty clean. Yeah, that's all I can say about the animation. I really like it. I think it's good. Okay, we have 8 minutes to go. We now have an animation made by Awakened Shrimp. Hello there, Rakuto. It's still the same as shown, but it's more longer than it was actually. Still not finished, by the way. That is definitely no problem. But let's see. Ah, yeah, I definitely noticed this. Really liked it the last time. Now it's longer. Ah, yeah, now it's breaking. Okay, I noticed this one. Really like this punch, definitely. Really cool. I really like this. When he shoots this like energy bar right there. Because you can also see that when he shoots it, his arm rose up because of the impact on himself. That's nice. Yeah, let's watch this last part again. This is new. Like when he shoots it, so nice. I also like that you change the animation when he falls. He first starts falling a little bit slow, and then you can see his body moves a little bit different, and he falls faster to the ground. Also, that pretty brutal, but the hole in his chest looks very clean. The drawing here is very clean. Blood. That looks nice. Okay, you did a lot from last time. Really appreciate that. I really like it. It's still not finished. So I think it's good because I really want to see more of it. JC Animates. Sorry guys, Draguro, I couldn't come because I had some work, but surely I'll post my animations in the next stream. Definitely no problem. I appreciate that you still are here, even if you're just in the chat. I really appreciate that you're in the stream again. But I really appreciate, or I'm really excited to see your animation in the next stream again. Okay, so now we have a second animation made by Nexus Animations. So let's watch this. Oh, it's a Demon Slayer animation. Okay. Oh, that was nice. I love that when he um, turns back and he lands on his hands and then jumps with the hands to land on his feet again. It's pretty cool. That was a clean animation though. Also very cool impact frames again. Okay, nice one. I'm not always the biggest fan of these fast movements when we just can see these speed lines when they hit each other, but you can't see them because it's so fast. I know it's kind of storytelling. You want to show that they're very fast. That's cool. Animation wise, it's not the most insane, but yeah, it still fits into the animation, I think. But all the other stuff, I think it's pretty well animated. Really like this impact frame here when he steps up in power. I really like that there's a first impact right there. Then comes the impact frame, which looks pretty cool. It's like a flame animation in an impact frame. And then comes the purple aura, which is also very nice animated. Also with the shockwave. Very cool animation for the power up. First impact frame, and then comes the aura. Very cool. Okay, now we have another animation right there. In learning explosion and effects. Oh, okay, it's a short one, but yes, that's a clean and smooth explosion. I really like that. Really like that. There's the also double impacts are very cool. We have the first impact, just a small explosion, a little bit of cloud. There's some tubes coming out of the ground. The movement of the cloud looks very clean. You can see a lot of in-betweens were drawn here. The cloud gets just a little bit bigger, but very, very clean frames, I think. Also very nice and very smart of you that the cloud is now covering the cubes, so it's in front of the cubes, so you don't have to draw them again. And then there's a second impact where the animation gets pretty big. Really like that you show your second impact, of course, with some camera shake. And also the explosion is now more stream with these very strong lines. Boom, and then it goes very big. It's now like 10 times bigger, this explosion. Also, I really like these shapes. Even though it has no color, I can definitely tell it's like very hot explosion. So it has maybe a little bit more flames right now into this explosion. So these shapes in the middle, I think they showed it very well. And they also a very unique shape of an explosion itself. It has a very fantasy anime style explosion. That's pretty cool. Also like that these shapes in the middle break. They're like breaking, and you can now see through this explosion. See that? You can now see the background again. That's very cool. Pretty unique, very nice explosion. So learning in the explosion effects, yeah, I can definitely see that. Pretty cool. Okay. So, yeah, there are a lot of animations I couldn't watch stream right now. But as I said, they only stream for like 1.5 hours. So I'm very sorry that I could not watch all of these animations that are here, the stream, that are here on the Discord server. I'm very sorry for that. But maybe if you don't want to miss all of these animations, you can definitely join the Discord server. look at all of these animations. And you will definitely get the chance in the next live stream. Then I will watch these animations, of course. And yeah, thank you very much for joining this stream today. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm very sorry that I can't watch all of your animations. I'm very short in time, sadly. Yeah, and you can rewatch this stream on my second channel on Recruiter Reacts. I could show the channel to you again. Give me a second. Yeah, there. Yeah, on Recruiter Reacts, you can watch the stream again to look at the reactions, to look at the reactions on your animations, maybe. There you go. This is the reaction channel. And yeah, that's it for today's stream. Of course, if you want, you can also support my work and that I can do more streams like this, and of course more videos on my YouTube channel, more tutorials, more animations and stuff like this. Everything I do is supported by your subscriptions, and you can also support me on Kofi. I now have Kofi, and you can support me also right there. So yeah, I really would appreciate that. So yeah, if you want to support me, if you can, not, that's absolutely no problem. Then you can also support me now on Kofi. And yeah, you have some questions in the chat, so maybe I can answer them now in the end of the stream. Is there any reason for you to only live for 1.5 hours if it's not right? Yes, it's because YouTube is sadly not my main thing. It's not my only job, if you can say it like that. I also have to do some other stuff. I'm working besides to YouTube and on a different job, and I also animation university. I'm studying animation, so there's also some other stuff I have to do. And sadly, I can't stream for too long because I have a lot of other things I need to do. But maybe in the future, when I can do a little bit more for YouTube, when I have a little bit more time, maybe I can do a little bit more streams. Yeah, so it's just my it's just my support job, YouTube, right now. I wish I could do a little bit more, but yeah, at the moment I don't have too much time just for you. Yeah, but I really appreciate all your support, definitely. So yeah, thank you for joining me here in the stream. Thank you all to your YouTube subscriptions and for all your likes, for all your feedback, especially for all your animations. They were pretty great. And yeah, I would say keep animating. Have a nice day. Have a nice week. And we see each other in the next video or in the next stream next week. Maybe I can do the stream next time a little bit longer. Yeah, let's see. I had a lot of fun. I hope you too. And now, goodbye.